I think for what we Europeans have been doing in the last 3,000 years around the world, we should be apologizing for the next 3,000 years.
Today, many European nations portray Russia as the global aggressor, especially in the ongoing conflict with Ukraine, which most say began in February 2014. But did it really start in 2014? And can nations like Britain, France, Belgium, or Germany truly call others aggressors when their own histories are drenched in blood? Let's take Belgium. During the rule of King Leopold II in the Congo Basin, over 5 million Africans lost their lives. Hands were severed. Villages were burnt for rubber, yet Europe stayed silent. France, Britain, and Germany committed similar atrocities in Africa during colonization. France, for instance, still manipulates the economies of its former colonies through the CFA currency. France supports tyrants who favor their interests, destabilize non-compliant countries, make shady deals with corrupt leaders, and exploit Africa's raw materials for pennies through corporations like Valor and Total. These same nations are responsible for some of the largest genocides in human history, from the British arrival in North America 1492, followed by the mass killings of indigenous peoples, to brutal colonization of Africa after centuries of slavery and slave trade. And they only abolished slavery when the Industrial Revolution made machines more efficient than human labor. But they still needed the raw materials found in Africa. They simply replaced one evil with another. They expanded to Asia, colonizing places like Singapore, Japan, and India. They massacred Jews in Europe. And yet today, they sit on the high horse preaching peace and morality. Yes, the war in Ukraine might have started in 2014, and nothing justifies the killing of innocent people. But it really began in 1949, when the US and its European allies formed NATO. The alliance was created to oppose the USSR, now Russia. We all pray for an end to the killings in Ukraine, but we must also call for an end to the actions of exploitive countries. Countries that destabilize governments in Africa, Europe, and beyond. Remember when they said Gaddafi was evil? They removed him and left Libya in chaos. And now they benefit from Libyan oil. Which country have they truly made better after interfering unlawfully?
Today we have been able to resettle a good number of villages and reopen many schools. In many areas, activities have resumed, and there is absolutely no area where our forces cannot set foot.
It's refreshing to see new African leaders like Ibrahim Traoré standing up, speaking out against nations that destroy others for personal gain. We all know what France and its allies do to leaders in Europe, Asia, South America, and Africa who don't align themselves with their exploitive policies, like these men. They try to bring them down.